ranking the best Ultimate Alumni players in college football 25. And we're back here with another promo reveal. Today we got Ultimate Alumni, and I believe this is the final drop. Before we get into today's video, I do want to talk about our sponsor real quick, MMOEXP.com. If you guys want an alternative to buying packs, consider buying coins at MMOEXP and make sure to use code DILL at checkout for 5% off your order. And before we do go ahead and go over the new cards, really I just want to change one thing, and that was Eugene Wilson. I dropped him into the mid tier. Besides that, I mean, I think the list is in a pretty decent spot. I mean, Kyle Pitts I still think is the best tight end. I think Lamar, he's the most mobile quarterback in the game, in a game that favors mobile quarterbacks. It's hard not to say he's deserving of this spot. I still think Sauce is up here, AJ Brown, Roma Dunze as well, and Will Anderson, Micah Parsons. So yeah, I mean, I don't really want to drop anyone else, and we can get into the new cards. Now, first and foremost right here, we get a pretty interesting card, 80 overall Mason Tharp. This card's still very interesting, even though he's 75 speed. I mean, the 75 run block really stands out. He's basically a budget version of his top end card. Well, I believe he was an 84, 85 with 80 run block, and at the same time, this card is 6'9" as well. So this is a really like tough card to rank in my opinion. Now, I'm not saying Mason Tharp is like good or great. I would take him over like Lake McCree. Honestly, this makes me want to drop Lake McCree as well into this kind of a void tier. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and place Mason Tharp slightly in this mid tier, man. I don't feel like he's that bad. I think you can get away with using him. Is he a crazy receiver? No. I think he'll fit some schemes to a T. And then right after that, we get Brandon Henderson on the offensive line, right guard right here. Again, ratings that matter for offensive linemen. If you're new here, pass block power, pass block finesse, run block. So pass block power goes against the defender's power move rating, pass block finesse goes against finesse moves, and regular run block does go against that defender's block shed rating. And I think this is a very good example of a baseline, just good offensive lineman for me. Like what I'm looking for at kind of the start of the year. I still think we're at the start of the year, of course. 81 pass block power, 80 pass block finesse, 81 run. Like it's solid across the board. Is it like crazy high? No, but it's a really good balance. And something I've been valuing on my offensive line as well is getting that quick drop ability for 1 AP. So I like this card. I think he's actually really, really solid. I'm going to place him in the good tier by some other like higher overall offensive linemen. I don't feel like this is a bad card at all. After that, we get McDonald right here, strong safety from Louisville. And there's a couple of issues I have with the card. It's the fact that it's 80 speed, right? Again, who is he going to have to keep up with? Quinshon Judkins, Luther Burden. I feel like that is just too slow. And to me, one thing I'm a little bit annoyed with College Football Ultimate Team about is the fact that they dropped like a Jeremiah Hunter and a King Mack at like an 83 overall that had crazy high speed and they were budget beasts. And then it's like they just kind of went away from that. And again, I feel like those were some of people's favorite cards. Like, why not give this card like 84 speed? Like, why not? Make these lower overall DBs and CBs just a little bit more interesting, because also at the same time, it's not like they're giving them great man or zone either. Like, doesn't hit 80 for either. I think this is just a card that I don't even get how he's an 81, to be honest, but this is a card that I would put in the trash tier. And now we do bump it on up to 82 overalls. The first one we got is Chauncey Magwood. Now, Chauncey Magwood is overall just solid receiver, 82 speed, 81 short route running, 81 medium, 80 deep route running. So it's 80s for every route running, 82 speed. He's going to be able to get things like that cutter ability. So really, I don't have an issue with the card at all. I think he's just okay. I'm going to place him more by Eugene Wilson in this mid tier. Then like Jordan Watkins and CJ Daniels, it's like 1 speed point difference, which I mean, if you can get it, take it, because now they're starting to kind of drop every receiver around this overall kind of the same. And then after that, we get Kip Lewis as well. So Kip Lewis, 81 speed, 81 acceleration, this time 72 zone coverage, no pass rush, but does have 80 block shed as well. So I don't feel like this card is, again, crazy by any means. And we're talking about 81 speed. 81 speed for a linebacker in particular, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. Is this a good to great card? No. Like, it's not like a world beater or anything. It's not bad for a linebacker for his overall. I'm gonna put Kip Lewis in this mid tier slightly. Yeah, I'm gonna slightly lean him in the mid tier. And we also get Cam Coleman, another 82 overall receiver right here, who has 82 speed, 81 short running, 81 medium, 82 deep. So again, these like 82 overall receivers getting statted very, very similar. And that's again kind of pointing back to my point earlier. I wish they would just drop like a receiver 82 overall with like 85 speed. Like, why not? Would you be opposed to that? Would I be opposed to that? I don't think so, right? I think it would make the game better, especially if they did it for DBs, like I was saying. So yeah, Cam Coleman, I mean, mean, very similar to the other receiver that's dropping in this promo, Chauncey Magwood. Gonna also place him in this mid tier by Eugene Wilson as well. And then after that, we get Uzziah Stewart right here from Michigan, who has 82 speed, 82 acceleration at the defensive end spot. And this time, really high finesse moves, but lower block shed, lower power moves. Now, I like the physical stats on this card. That's really, really nice. 81 finesse moves as well. And Uzziah Stewart does already have an 85. That is really, really balanced. And something that we want to look at on this card is his trait. So Bull Rush, think of that as this power move rating right here. Spin and swim move, think of this as the finesse move rating, right? So this card has that Bull Rush trait on yes. What does that mean? That means he's going to use this power move rating, right? And looking at this card, you wouldn't want that Bull Rush trait on yes. You would just want spin and swim on yes. And then I think that makes this card potentially like a great card. I can't lie. Like the block shed is lower, but I think this card is going to be kind of similar to that Joshua Josephs. And that's a card that I was very, very high on. I think he has potential to be one of the best cards in good, and he should get that quick jump ability this time, the one that looks like the rabbit that certain people are using on the defensive line, make the pressure a little bit better. So yeah, I think this is a card that can play really, really well, again, similar to that Joshua Josephs 83 in case you missed it. And then after that, we get 83 overall Dante Corleone right here, 63 speed, 69 acceleration, 83 block shed, 83 power moves, 79 finesse moves. So just overall, man, very, very solid for the defensive tackle. I like the block shed, I like the power moves. I mean, this is a really good card. I don't think he's as good as Shamar Turner because I like that speed and that acceleration, but this is also a card I'm putting in the good tier. And after that, we get a kicker. I mean, Jaden Fielding, 82 kick power, 83 kick accuracy. Now we're gonna head back to CFB.fan right here, and I'll be honest, man, I don't really know a lot of the kicker stats off the top of my head, but seems like 85 kick power is the highest in the game, right, with 84 following it. So that's really the #1 rating I would look for. Obviously kick accuracy does matter, but 82 kick power, I mean, I would say that's like okay, right? I think he's a solid kicker in the game. I don't know, good or mid. I don't really know how to feel about the kicker card. I'll slightly put him in the good tier. Then after that, we got Jonte Cook the second right here from Texas, and he has 83 speed, 83 short running, 82 medium, 84 deep. So again, very, very good stats, very similar to the 82 receivers, this time just a speed point faster, which that for Jonte Cook, for me, that is going to go ahead and be good enough to get him in this good tier right here by CJ Daniels and Jordan Watkins. I think these guys are fantastic options on a budget. And after that, we get Cameron Howard from Alabama right here that has decent physical stats, 83 speed, 83 acceleration, but the coverage stats are kind of bad. 71 man, 77 zone coverage. I don't really think this card is deserving of the good tier. Like, I would rather run Zion Childress over him. So I'm going to place him in the mid tier, even though he's better physically statted than Rod Moore and Zion Childress. It's like, would you rather have one speed point or hit that 80 tier zone coverage? And for me, I'd probably say the 80 tier zone coverage, but this is a card maybe I could see argued that you like more than Rod Moore. All right, now this is very weird. So in today's drop, they might have missed a champion on the stream, but it looks like we're getting one champion and 2 LTD cards. And we're also getting another receiver. Surprised they went with another receiver, but Garrett Wilson, 87 speed, 87 short running, 88 medium, 86 deep. And we're going to go back to our good old website right here, cfb.fan. Now, when we're talking about receiver, right? Top 3 receivers in the game, Luther Burden, Desmond Howard, 1 and 2. After that, right? We have like Zay Flowers, Rome Odunze, Devontae Smith, and AJ Brown. That's like the next 4. And now this card just is in that range. And better than Smith? Is he better than Is he better than Zay Flowers? Is he better than Rome Odunze? Is he better than Zay Flowers? I mean, I think they're all on that same level. For me, this is just like very tough. Like, it's like, do I just put him right here because I think him, Rome Odunze, and AJ Brown are all very, very similar, but these guys aren't the 3 best receivers. I think Garrett Wilson easily has an argument to be a top 3 receiver in the game, and I don't hate it. I feel the same way about all 3 of these cards. And then LTD #1 right here, we get quarterback Josh Allen. Okay, another slight complaint right here. We complain about budget cards. We complain about only 1 champion, but I'm not really a big fan of the repeat Madden and college football cards so much. I get a little bit of crossover, but literally yesterday we got an 85 Josh Allen champion in the first promo for Madden. And today we're getting an LTD Josh Allen. It kind of makes me not want to use this card, but for gameplay purposes, we will be using the card. And also this card does look good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, the 88 throw power is really nice. Has amazing accuracies as well. I think he will be better than Vince Young, and really it's him versus Lamar Jackson in my opinion. So Josh Allen is another person kind of similar to the receivers, right? It's like him versus Lamar. What does Lamar have? The speed that you can just run around the defense. Josh Allen also does have a little bit of speed as well, and he also has amazing throw power. So I'm going to put these cards right next to each each other. And you might be like, why are there two quarterbacks best position? It's like, this is more of an in the pocket style of quarterback, even though we can scramble. And I think Josh Allen is just going to be a better version of Vince Young. And then lastly, right here, we got Bijan Robinson. Now I am very, very excited to use this card. 88 speed, 88 acceleration, 88 break tackle, 88 agility. I'm guessing it has to be 88 juke, 88 spin as well. They're just handing him 88s for everything, and also 80 catching. So Bijan is going to be a beast. Don't get me wrong. I think this is the first running back where we may be able to have a real conversation. He may be on Quinshon Judkins level. This card is a beast. Bijan, by the way, too, he's better than CMC and he's better than Saquon. I don't think he's the best at position. And also, I don't want to drop down Saquon and CMC. I just want it to be known, Bijan, better than these two cards. I'm going to lean Quinshon right now. This is a card that would join Quinshon in the S tier for me for running back. First running back that I think is really deserving of that. And yeah, boys, this was my thoughts on the Ultimate Alumni promo we're getting later today, 1:30 Eastern in College Football Ultimate Team. Also, if you guys do want to go and see me pick up these cards live, going to be picking up Josh Allen, Bijan, probably Garrett Wilson as well. Why not? Going to be getting gameplay of that. Going to be doing a champs run today. So if you guys do want to see that, going to be streaming on YouTube and Twitch. To watch on the YouTube, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.